You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. So I look like a wet rat because I just put water on my hair. But, right. Hi, my queer little bookworms. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you have been having the most whimsical week ever. Today, I'm going to be seeing how much I can read in one day. I don't want to do a full 24-hour reading vlog because I've realized that just puts a pressure on me, and I've tried doing a 24-hour reading vlog but not doing a timer, not putting a timer, and I still felt like I had a bunch of pressure on me. So instead, today I'm just going to be seeing how much I can read while still doing my everyday things. I just worked out and had breakfast, and while having breakfast I watched a little bit of YouTube. So yeah, there's no timer involved. I also saw Heather do this, which I love her videos. I saw Heather do this a while ago, and she just finished books she's in the middle of. But today, instead of finishing books, we're going to be starting one because I need to move on with my summer TBR. If you guys have missed a video or something, I'm in Moldova right now. Right? So this is my home. Well, it's my second house. We're going to be reading Homecoming by Kate Morton. So my thought process with my TBR was I'm going to get every book that I've been putting off. And this is one of them because I soft DNF'd it. I started reading this in November, and honestly, school was busy. I was busy. I didn't have time to read as much. So I wouldn't read that much, and also I was kind of entering a book slump. So then just in general, I avoided it, and I didn't want to read it, and I said, you know what, let me just DNF it. And right now we're restarting it and reading it again. This book is a historical fiction and a mystery thriller. I roughly know what it's about, but the only thing that's important is it's 544 pages. And honestly, if we finish today, if today is over and I get till halfway, I would be more than pleased. I would be so happy. I would be so happy and giddy. Hi guys. It's currently, sorry, I keep forgetting to update you on times. It's currently 11:20 and I'm only on page 34. And you're gonna be like, Dennisa, you've been reading for about 3 hours. Am I? 3 hours. Why are you only 34 pages in? That's because I took a nap. Hey guys, hi. I tried filming this clip 3 times. It hasn't worked. If you saw me earlier with a towel around my neck or something, it's because it's a life hack. Because it gets so hot in Moldova, I learned this from my aunt. This stays between you and me. You take a hand towel, you run it under cold water, and then you put it around your neck, and you can like switch body parts. It is so amazing, and it keeps you so cool, and I love it. Now, let me show you the progress we have made in my book. So, this is everything that I've read so far, and I want to say I'm officially at the part where I can safely say I haven't gotten this far into it when I soft DNF'd it. And I'm on page 146. I'm a little over a quarter way through. Okay, so when I first read this and soft DNF'd it, I am now reading it and I'm like, this isn't that bad actually. I'm actually quite interested in it. If you don't know what this is about, it's like a mystery thriller and historical fiction. Some people say it's a historical. I don't really see it as one. It's a mystery thriller, but it's more like it's heavy on the mystery because it moves a little slower. In Adelaide Hills, 1959, Southern Australia. South Australia. This guy, his name's Percy, he comes across I probably can say this because this happens within the first 2 chapters. Okay, so he comes across this family, right? And he thinks it's all fine and dandy. He knows these people, by the way, because it's a small town. He knows these people. He goes up, tries to go say hi to them, and something feels oddly different. They're like asleep, as it seems. But he's like, it feels like they're not asleep. And keep in mind, it's a woman and a few kids, right? And he knows that it's her children. It's like something feels off. So he goes and checks the mother's pulse, and there's no pulse. Right. So he obviously goes, reports it to the police. One of the most baffling murder investigations in the history of South Australia. I have to stop saying Southern. Years later, it's 2018, and we meet Jess. Is that her name? I'm pretty sure that's her name. Jess, yes. She's a journalist, but she's like struggling. She's rubbing 2 pennies together, and she lives in London. And then she gets a phone call, and she's like, and they're like, hey, so your grandma that lives in Australia, that she has raised you as a kid? So she fell down, and you're her next of kin, is that what it's called? So you should probably pull up. And she's like, okay, I'm pulling up. Sorry, and she goes back to her childhood home, and for the first time in a while, I actually don't know if that's true, okay, she goes back to her childhood home to check on her grandma. Then she while she's at her grandma's house, she comes across a true crime novel that is called The Turner Family Tragedy of 1959. And then she starts reading this book. She's skimming through it, and she's like, wait a minute. This book sounds very similar to my family. Not her family exactly, but it feels like it has ties to her family. So yeah. And we just go through this novel and find out, hopefully at the end of the novel, we found out how they were murdered and all of that. But it's a dual timeline book, and right now we're currently getting more of the present timeline of 2018, which I'm enjoying far more. It's just, I'm having a great time. Hey guys, so I'm on page 186. I'm getting bored. I can't find, and this is supposed to be the important part because this is the part where she finds the book and starts reading about the mother that got that died. And I'm sorry, I can't find it in me to care. like, they're explaining, because in the book they're explaining, oh, this is her life, the things that she went through. But they go on mini tangents, and it's so annoying, and it's so boring. Like, oh my god. Also, like, I get it that, like, oh, to connect with the character more, but it gets to a point when she just started talking about wedding cakes. Unless later in the book it plays a role, the wedding cakes, sure. But it doesn't really. Like, sometimes the author will go on, like, little tangents about, like, I mentioned this before, but I don't think I finished my thought about the character and the character singing about, like, reminiscing a memory, and then while they're reminiscing that memory, there's another memory with it, so it's just, like, a layer of memories, if I'm explaining that right, and it's just, like, at that point, I just don't find it in me to care. Like, I'm sorry, like, it's not that deep. This book would definitely be way shorter. Like, so, it's 2 days later. After I finished filming, I did read for a bit. Yes. I didn't get to halfway, okay? I didn't. I got to page 201, and that is part 4.
Hello guys, this is kind of a jump scare. Yeah, I just got jump scared by pictures of my ex from my laptop because I went to go delete one of these clips because I've tried to film it 3 times. I noticed how many times I was saying like. So I'm sorry for doing that. I know it annoys my mom and it annoys me too. So, hi. I just thought I should give you my final thoughts on Homecoming because editing me right now, which is why I have bad camera quality, I'm on my laptop. Editing me, I'm not going to make you go and watch 50,000 different vlogs of mine just to find out my final thoughts because I was originally going to just continue reading this in my next vlog, but I didn't do that. So, here's my final spiel. I ended up rating this in the 2.5 3-star region. It was alright. It's the type of book where the more you read it, you should reread it more because you will notice more and more things the more you reread it, and it will eventually make more sense and you can just piece it all together. Because let's say the author would introduce there were a lot of different characters in this book, and she would introduce a lot of them. But when she would introduce them to you, she would give you this character. You don't even remember this character's name. She is already giving you all of their information, their entire life story. And it's hard, obviously, for you to keep track of that many characters. So I eventually just forgot a lot of it, and the information was very overwhelming. Which, to some, it may not be. If, let's say, you're used to it and you read, like, high fantasy. Maybe you're used to having just a lot of information thrown at you, but I'm not a fantasy reader, so, yeah. And I didn't enjoy that, but that's why I think if you reread the book, you will probably pick up on more things. Also, like, most of the information, I was like, how is this going to relate to the story later? It eventually did, because it's just all the author thought about it. However, in this book, I did enjoy how it explored many different topics, a lot of relationship dynamics, especially between mother and daughter, granddaughter and grandma, and so many more. And when I was but the only thing is, I didn't really like the past timeline, not that much, until we actually got into the meat and put, like, it took also a while for me to actually get invested. Like, I actually was invested when I had 100 pages left of the book. Probably around that region. Also, I think the reason I didn't want to read the book that much was because I was forcing myself to read it. I would say last half, I was more interested. I went to edit this vlog, and I was like, what was the ending? How was this mystery solved and who did it? And then it took me a while to remember how this entire thing happened. And that probably says something. Because if I can't remember a book and it's been, 4 days? 4 days, let's say, since I finished it, and I can't remember.
But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I'm in Moldova. Like, let me know what you want to see here. Genuinely, let me know now. because I'll film it for you guys. I have the summer off. The world is my oyster. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a whimsical week. Let me know what other videos you want to see. And remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated today, go outside, touch some grass, and I'll be here when you get back.